This just in, Trump advisor not smart for president to attack Fauci. And it says that Trump abruptly stops his 60-minute interview with Jake Tapper.
What kind of message he will bring in what is the last high-profile opportunity to make the case to the American public. And so instead,
listen to this madman Trump. I mean, listen about this madman. He was on the TV with Jake Tapper, this guy here, and then he stopped the interview.
For his handling of the coronavirus pandemic, but none of that really comports with the reality of most Americans at home. You have those numbers up every day, more than 8 million cases across the United States, death toll that has now surpassed 220,000.
I should have sent this out
in the final stretch of the race, I think more Americans want to hear what perhaps he would do differently or why they should give him a second chance.
Tens of millions of Americans have already voted, but Laura, we're 2 days away from the final debate. After the last debate, Chris Christie, who helped Trump prepare,
Trump says he may change debate strategy finally.
He today said that President Trump might.
He's losing. He's already losing. He's behind by 10% already. So let's not let up.
At this debate and
let's keep going at it.
Could make.
You have to take him down while he's down. Keep going. We must win by a landslide, people.
To imagine what President Trump
by a landslide, we have to win this.
But based on my conversation,
we have to win this election by a landslide. Otherwise, he'll just slide in and win again by a narrow margin. Don't let Trump keep voting. Keep voting. I voted a week ago by ballot. I mailed it in. I'm trying to track it, but it's not. They're not finding it at the voter election website. I mean, I'm not finding it on the website that I send in my ballot. So I'm gonna keep. I'm gonna go out on. The first day we can start early voting is October 24th. So don't forget. Take your fast pass.
Win back potentially some of the voters that are moving away from him. Some of the college
take your fast pass that you receive in the mail and scan it at the machine.
Now have moved away from him. I'm not sure that he's very well focused.
Here's your fast pass.
Here's your fast pass.
So you want to take this and take it to your polling location. And then you're going to scan it
at
the machine.
Appreciate it. The United States has lost more than 220,000 lives to the coronavirus, the highest number, according to official numbers, in the world. And we would like to take this moment to remember just one of those lives lost. David Benfield was 60 years old. He died of respiratory and heart failure after a month-long battle with COVID. His family remembers him as a caring man with the values that reflected his small town.
Look how sad that is. Imagine you have to lay out over 215,000 people in a row.
Whenever they visited,
the US
Benfield spent mornings cooking breakfast with them.
Imagine what kind of.
Teaching them how to make bonfires.
How would that look?
Was also a loyal willing to help anyone.
You have 215,000 over that. And Trump is saying. that it could have been 500,000 and 500,000 people dead. This is crazy. How can he say that?
Right now, I will see you tomorrow.
He caused the dying of all these people, over 215,000 people on concrete. Imagine having all those people lie down in a row in a mass grave. What you gonna see? How would it look like? Here come Wolf Bristol. Wolf says, "Oh shoot! Isn't there 221,000? I was saying 250. Oh shoot! Look at that! Oh shoot! And then." Look, and then there's Stalin now. He's Stalin. Trump is Stalin. He doesn't want to do the. McConnell is telling Trump not to do the stimulus. Not to do the stimulus deal with Pelosi. You see? So there's Stalin. It's not Pelosi. She knew they were up to something. There are all these stipulations in that stimulus. Trump.
Bully and deflect on the debate stage.
Bully and deflect. Myra says she's waiting for Trump to bully and deflect. Bully and debate.
key battleground state where the coronavirus is surging.
That is so funny.
That's right, Wolf. And before the president left to come here, or he's scheduled to leave in the next few minutes, he was
That's
at the
so
White
funny.
House
Look,
where he
look.
was supposed to be taping
Half
an
these
interview
people,
with 60
most of these
Minutes
people don't have a mask
They're
on.
going to sit down with the
Look at
president,
that.
the vice
Look at
president,
that.
and of course
Trump,
Joe Biden and
he
Senator
ended his
Kamala
60
Harris
minutes
as well.
interview.
But we are told there was apparently some
He ended it.
drama
He stopped
happening
it.
at the White House as that interview
He stopped it.
underway,
He was
and we're
interviewing
told by
live when he got
sources
there.
that
He
after about
stopped it.
45 minutes,
And he
the
skipped
president
it and
abruptly
joined the
ended the
Pence.
interview and did not
Crazy
return what was
man.
supposed to be a
Oh
scheduled
man.
walk and talk
I can't
session
wait
with
for
the
this
vice president
Trump to
that he
get
was
the hell
going
out
to
of
take
this
later on, and
office.
instead Mike Pence taped his
Can't
own
wait.
interview, and they did not appear
There's gonna be a big
together on
celebration.
camera,
We're
and
gonna
there's
be
really something happening
celebrating.
behind the scenes during this interview,
Yeah.
because then the president
Big
tweeted out this
celebration.
video of Leslie Stahl, the one who interviewed him for
Look.
60 Minutes, criticizing her, Wolf,
No, he
for
wasn't
not
now
wearing a
then.
mask. He said after their interview was
He's
over.
criticized
and
for a
of course,
mask.
This is a president who is regularly
Well, you could have
questioned
requested
the
she
use
put
of
the mask
masks and
on.
the benefits of them, and he's on his way here to a rally.
Well, there are two of them with
Where
masks
millions
on,
of
so
people
she
in
doesn't really
attendance
need a
are not
mask.
wearing masks.
Doesn't need it.
I'm going to Erie,
Let's see how it
Pennsylvania today, which I love.
Tonight, President Trump will rally supporters in the key
Idiot.
battleground state of Pennsylvania, where his poll numbers have
I don't wanna
dropped
see his
as
face on my
coronavirus
video.
cases have surged.
We're in the middle of a
Tanya,
So hours
have a
beforehand,
lingering
because
cough.
our
Look
chief
at that.
staff said was
She's got a lingering cough
our
because of the
rallies like in
COVID-19
history.
recovery.
Despite signs the U.S.
She's
is
recovering
headed toward
slowly.
another
She's gonna
coronavirus
infect
peak,
everybody.
The president has continued to hold large
Oh, she
rallies
planned to
while
attend
attacking
Trump.
Dr.
Yeah,
Anthony
she's Trump.
Fauci
She's gonna go
following
to
his
the rally.
interview with 60 Minutes.
But he did
Look.
say something that we kept
Yeah.
him off television.
Look at that.
And yet we allowed
kept
him
him
to
off
do 60
television.
Minutes the other night. He couldn't do it without our approval. So how do
I
we keep
can
him
do
off
it without the
television? By the
approval.
way, do 60 Minutes.
See?
Look
Look
he's
at
a
this.
he's a nice guy. The only thing I say is he's a little bit sometimes not a team player.
Trump
He's
and
not the
Fauci
player.
will become
The man is
face-to-face
telling you the
tomorrow.
right thing to
Director of the
do, you
National
moron.
Institutes of Health, Dr. Francis
Trump is a
Collins,
moron.
says the
Everybody know
president
that.
is mainly getting his COVID-19 updates from other sources.
I think the president
He's still walking. He's one of the few
from the vice president
from this
from
COVID-19
Dr.
virus. He's
Trump's
one of the
trip to
few.
Pennsylvania comes
One of the
day
few.
after a
I don't know how he's
deadlocked
still
Supreme
standing like
Court
that,
let a
but
ruling stand that
maybe
would allow
he
Pennsylvania
lied. Maybe he
to
didn't have the
mail-in
virus.
ballots up to 3
He
days
probably
after
went in
Election
and
Day.
said, oh,
A
just
major win for
pretend you're going to
Democrats
give me
that Trump
a virus
criticized
shot.
today, while his third pick
Because
for the
I don't
Supreme
see him.
Court awaits
I think it was a hoax.
We got a ruling yesterday that
Yeah, it
was
was a hoax.
ridiculous.
He never had no
Where
virus.
they can count ballots after the election's
That's
over.
what I
We got a
suspect. He
frustrating
never had a
ruling from the
virus.
Supreme
Nobody
Court yesterday.
can
That was very
In
bounce
the
back
final
that
days
quick
before the election,
from that
President Trump is
COVID-19
attempting to
illness.
use the
So I
power
think
of
it
the
was
federal
just he
government
didn't
to
feel
benefit
good or
him by
something.
calling on
And
Attorney
nobody
General
knows what
Bill
they give
Barr
him.
to launch an
They could be
investigation into Biden.
the people at the hospital could be talking lies. The doctors are could be bought out
This is major
or threatened.
corruption, and this has to be
We
known
don't know.
about before the election.
Without basis,
I
Trump now
suspect
regularly
that Trump was
labels his
lying. He never had no
political opponent
COVID-19.
a criminal.
And as far as I'm
It's
concerned,
probably a
the
hoax.
Biden family is a
Here.
criminal enterprise.
Here,
The
here,
president says he'll
criminal.
still show up in
He's a
Nashville
worse of a
Thursday for
criminal
the next presidential
if he
debate
think they are
after the
criminals.
commission that organized
Biden
them
is a
announced that
trustworthy
both
person. I would
candidates'
trust him
microphones will be
anytime.
muted for parts of the debate
I'll
in
trust
hopes
him
of making it
anytime
more coherent than the last one.
as a president for election.
Because
Because you know what? We got Obama coming back in. Come on, let's hear it for Obama. He's coming back in. Very intelligent former president coming back in.
But that's okay.
Look at that backup that Biden gonna have, even if he can't manage it.
Now, Wolf, in that same
You know,
interview,
if he
just
need help,
before
we
the
got
president said he would
Obama.
like to have a larger
Don't
coronavirus
worry.
relief bill than what even Democrats
Obama is
have offered
there
as they are going back and
to
forth
back
with
up.
the White House trying to negotiate. But
Yeah.
our Capitol team is now told
All
that during
the
Senate
former
lunch today,
Democrat
that Senate Majority
candidate,
Leader
they're all
Mitch
gonna
McConnell
get a
indicated
seat.
there was very little appetite
Think
for
about
any
that
kind of
one.
big
We're gonna have a
coronavirus
powerful
stimulus bill
cabinet
being
after
passed
that.
before the
This
election.
country, we're
Even
gonna
as the
be
president
safe. We're gonna have a
sounds
virus
confident
vaccine.
he could get Republicans on
And then I
board
can
right
go
now
back to
based on
work.
that lunch a few hours
You know,
later. It
I
does not
am
sound
in
like they're on the
confidence
same page with the
that
president
I'm
when it
safe
comes to a
once I
next
get my
coronavirus
vaccine.
relief package. Wolf.
I will trust Biden and Dr. Fauci about the vaccine. Because Dr. Fauci is going to approve the right vaccine. He's going to make sure that we have a medical team in place, like we had back in 2018 before Trump fired the whole team. He dismantled the whole government medical team. That's why we didn't have any. We had to depend on a private
ones. Ohio Governor
all these private companies to get vaccine when our government can spend so much money and prevent all this virus and this COVID-19 and the dying of over 221,000 deaths so far. Imagine you lay those people down. What would it look like in a graveyard? Think about that one, you Trump supporters. Think about that one. Look at it. It's 220,806. That's what it is today. As of today, which is Tuesday, October 2020. I can't believe it. Next year we'll be smiling, we'll be happy that Biden won the election, and we're gonna have a new president. Obama gonna be in there, back in the cabinet, and we're gonna have all the former Democrat candidates, presidential candidates coming back in. So we have a powerful cabinet coming back in. This country is going to be so much better. Don't worry about the stock market. The stock market doesn't matter which president wins. It's gonna, stock market goes by the people. Whoever is buying and selling stocks, you know, that's how it goes. It doesn't go by president. It's just a catalyst, they call it, that
but this is a silent
you know, these people are, it's just a catalyst. You hear Trump win or lose, it's just a catalyst. But once, in the long run, once he loses, that's it. The stock is going to keep going higher and higher without him. We don't need him for the stock market to go up. We don't need him. He doesn't do nothing. He came in at a good time when the stock market was up. He didn't bring the stock market up. It was gradually going to go up after Obama left, because Obama put a lot of things in place. Everything takes time.
Spacing, desk shields, and hand washing greatly reduce the spread.
And you know, our government, our Governor Cuomo and de Blasio are doing the right things. They are preventing people from getting sick by closing certain hotspots. That's already they're seeing COVID-19 virus taking over. There's too many gatherings, nobody's wearing masks. Look in my neighborhood in East New York, we don't have a hotspot because we are socially distant and wearing masks. So, you know, yeah. So think about it. We're never going to change these solid Republicans that, you know, are going to die for Trump. That's what they are doing. They're going to die for Trump. Just like the days of Jim Jones. Remember Jim Jones? Alright, you Google Jim Jones, you'll see. They'll die for him, they'll drink the Kool-Aid. That's what it is. Remember Jim Jones back in the 80s.
A rapid acceleration of the virus. How does the situation here in the U.S. compare